Shalom Yasharal. I pray all is well. Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom? Yeah, that's it. I'm not trying to make fun or anything. You know, I take my walk serious. But I realize that none of us are probably pronouncing the name and the word Shabbat and Shalom perfectly. So I mix it up, you know. And not to make fun or to make a joke out of it. But you should know, for those who are the children of the Most High, they know what I mean. So Shabbat Shalom to my mishpacha. I hope all is well. I want to tell you a little bit, tell you a little something that I haven't shared with you. Before I do that, let's make sure we give all esteem, all praise, all honor, all glory to the one and only, the Most High, Abba, Yahuwah, our wonderful Creator. You know, for those of y'all who are my subs, you know that I'm constantly talking about the children of the Most High, talking about those whose names were not written in the Lamb's Book of Life from the foundation of the earth, and those whose names are, whose aren't and aren't. And you know, it's a struggle, and I'm sure you know I struggle with coming to the conclusion that we just have to understand that those of the people that we are trying to reach, or that we can't understand why they're as blind as what they are, we have to understand that their names were not written, or they would understand. Just like Yahushua would always say, you know, like they asked him, why do you speak in riddles and parables? You know, he told them, if your father was like my father, you would understand. But because your father is Satan, you do not understand. They're not meant. They don't have what these psychopaths and the enemy, the dragon, want to destroy. They don't have that, what they call God gene in them like we do. They call it the VMAT too. I just call it the DNA, the Ruach HaKodesh, the fact that we are children of the Most High, Abba Yahuwah. That's what separates us. That's why we're set apart. And you know, just because we are called and we're set apart doesn't mean that our names can't get blotted out. We know it can get blotted out. I could do a 180 right now and just say, to heck with it, and not do it if I wanted to. And you know, we all have that choice. That's why I think when we read that scripture that says, many are called but few are chosen, I honestly think that it says many are called but few choose. Because if you think about it, many are called, but few are chosen. It's the same, chosen and called. It's pretty much the same thing. And I can understand why it would say many are called, but few choose. I have chose. You have chose. We have chosen. We were called, yes, from the foundation of the earth. Our names are in the Lamb's Book of Life. But if we choose not to follow and love our Abba, Yahuwah, our names can be blotted out. So, those of us that are called, that are chosen, that are children of Him, of His, if you told them, like I said the other day, you take a room full of people, 50 people, and 25 of them are children of the Most High. If you say in that room, you get up and you announce that in a few months, 70%, 2/3 of the world's population are going to fall over dead, and this is how it's going to happen. You know, this is what we've learned, and this is what we're thinking is going to take place, and you need to know this and this because of this. I would bet, but I'm saying I know for a fact that all of the children of the Most High would want to know, not out of fear, like some claim, not out of fear, but out of a brain, having a brain in your head. If you do not want to know because you think you're untouchable, you don't have a brain, obviously. Do we need to worry? No, we don't. You're right if you're saying we don't need to fear, panic, or worry. I'm not. None of that. But what I am is wise enough to want to see the devices, to see the attack, the fiery darts that are aimed at my head, so I can use the ability that the Most High has blessed me with to defend myself. Simple logic. It's not that hard, people. So the people that have that refuse to listen, that refuse to research, that take the shot, that do all these things, their names probably aren't written in the Lamb's Book of Life. So I talked to my sister today, and you know I'm not going to disrespect her. I love my sisters. I love my family. I love everybody. I'm not going to disrespect her. I'm not going to say her name, but I am going to tell you what she told me on the phone, and I'm not too worried that she'll get upset. She'll never listen to this. No way. She would never listen to any of my videos. I'm sure she thinks I am insane. I'm sure. But, you know, she probably don't know the definition of insanity, where it says the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. When she puts her head in the hole like an ostrich over and over again, she expects a different result, but every time she gets the same result. And that result is that she never gains any understanding. She never understands what's happening, what's going on around her, what's coming. And the fact that she don't care sums it all up. Lets us know, you know, what kind of person she is. Bless her heart. I love her. But, you know, the truth's the truth. And I'm not, you know, I'm not mad about it. Yeah, I'm upset that my sister doesn't care, you know, about her life and others to that degree, to that regard. But, you know, I'm not going to be mad to the point where I would not talk to her or something like that. I love my sisters. But anyway, we talked today, and that was the first time really that we've talked in a conversation in quite some time. And we were talking about the jabs, about the Maxines, the roll up your sleevers. And she said that, I told her, I was telling her that I know a lady that I've worked for a couple times, a customer of mine, that got 2 doses of the Moderna. And the day I went and worked for her was the day after she said that she had got the 2nd dose of the Moderna vaccine. Well, and when I got there, she said that she was feeling awful and that she just felt horrible and she didn't feel right. And I was like, yeah, I've heard that. I really, I don't tell those people, the kind of stuff I'm saying right now. You know what I mean? I keep my cards close to my vest. But I told her, I said, yeah, I've heard that, from a lot of people. I've heard a lot of people have been feeling horrible from the side effects of these vaccines. And I said, I've heard people, having crazy dreams, hallucinating. And she looked at me, her eyes got real big, and she said, yes, David, you're right. She said, I had too. She said, I have been fighting a grizzly bear that has ripped me apart, tore me up several times. I said, in your dreams? She said, well, no. This is going to sound crazy, she said, but he's been in here in my house. And yeah, I understand that it was a dream or whatever, but it's real. She said, it's real. It's not like a dream, like I can't explain it. This is what she said. She said, it's been ripping me apart, ravaging me. That's what she said. And I told my sister this. My sister, she hasn't taken the jab, and she says she's not going to, She knows that much. But she said, when I told my sister that, she said, yes, I've been having dreams and crazy hallucinations like that too, because they had what they think was the Cobra Vampire 1-9er, okay? And, I've said I really don't know anybody that's had that, but I would like to rephrase that statement. I don't think that I know that there's no Cobra Vampire 1-9er. I do think that they spiked the Kool-Aid with flus and different viruses and stuff, and some of those things are results, from things that they do, like radio technology, radar, 5G whiz, stuff like that, But I think that from the Funvax, the virus that they claim suppresses one's VMAT2 expression, you could probably come down with a cold, whatever you want to call it, and I'm sure it's different than anything you have ever felt before. Because look, I've showed y'all the proof. I have it still. I can show anybody that wants to see it. They have been spraying this in the air, this virus that they say suppresses the VMAT2, the God gene. They've sprayed it in the air. They've put it in the water. They've put it in the meat. It's in the vaccines. And now they're putting it in insects, mosquitoes, and they're dumping mosquitoes that are loaded with this stuff, okay? So I'm sure that we have had illnesses that has been brought about by that stuff, that virus. Because there's something else I also know too, that a cold and a flu, a virus, that is not the sickness that you have. That is your body's defense mechanism. That's your body's immune system working to kill and get rid of whatever it is that's inside of you, whatever toxin, whatever foreign agent has crept inside your body and it has caused your immune system, your body's natural defenses, your body's Yahuwah given defenses. Your body is killing and getting rid of those toxins, and the virus or the cold that you have, the sickness that you feel, is actually your body getting rid of that nasty stuff. So with all this stuff getting sprayed on us and in the water and everything, I'm sure that that people will get sick and that they felt ill, and they thought it was like a really bad flu, and it just had weird symptoms. My little sister said she had something that her side hurt real bad. Her side was hurting, and I've heard that from other people too. And that's what my older sister that I was just mentioning, I was on the phone with, she said her and her husband had it. And that after they had it, they have been hallucinating, okay? Well, I can tell you that I have not had this. Have you had this? My sisters, you know who I'm talking about. Did you get this? Did you come down with the sickness? I want to know. I'm going to guess that you didn't. Those sisters that I love, my beloved sisters that are always on here commenting and encouraging me, and vice versa, and who take the time to talk to me. Truly beloved sisters who are daughters of the Most High Yahuwah. I'm going to guess that y'all haven't. And if my guess is right, then I'm going to say that's because those of his children, those who are Yahuwah's children, probably are equipped to the point where we don't get it, we won't get it. Now, I'm sure when they pull the trigger, push the button on this 5th G-Wiz, that something might happen to us. I'm not gonna boast and brag and talk, say things that I don't know about, because that would be arrogant and wrong of me. But I can say that I never got any kind of virus or any kind of sickness. I can't tell you the last time I've been sick. It's been a long time. And another thing that I can see is a clear separation, a clear identifier of those who are set apart and those who ain't, is anyone that has argued with me for no reason, that who has picked arguments with me, and that has stuck their fingers in their ear when the truth does come out, who try and use me to try and belittle me, that is always in contention with me. Those people, I don't think they are. And I think those of us who are will more than likely want to edify one another. And we understand that none of us are right, and that we need to work together to come to the truth. And that is the Ruach working in us to bring us to that truth. But those of us who just dismiss anything we say and go back behind our backs and smear us and talk crap about us, come on, really? Do you really think those are the children of the Most High who are willing to talk about someone who potentially, talking crap about them? You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm saying right now, somebody might say this is talking crap. It's not. I'm not calling them names. I'm not saying bad things about them and smearing them. I'm not. I'm just saying that that's the facts. There's people that do that, and then there's people like us that do not. And we edify one another. I see people that I'm talking about right now that want to get in a pissing contest. They want to be the ones to take credit. Those of us who are children of the Most High, we want the Most High to get all the credit. I don't care if I'm right, or, I don't care about that. I care if I'm wrong, but I don't want no credit. Like I've told y'all before, if I say something and I share some truth with you that you find to be truthful and edifying, don't tell people that you've heard this from me. I don't need you to. I don't want you to. I want you to use it. I want you to use it to edify yourself and to edify others and to glorify the Most High. That's what I want. I want him to increase and me to decrease as much as possible. So I'm looking, you're looking at the screen, or what's on the screen right now is Revelation chapter 13. And what I want to mention is the dragon, these psychopaths that are spraying and injecting these nano clots. I'll call them nano clots because they like to clot blood, give people blood clots. Those people, they, like the dragon, are enraged. They're wroth with us. They hate us. They can't stand us. They cannot stand the fact that we're breathing air. They want this place for themselves, and they want us exterminated. And they want all people to be exterminated, really, but they really hate us. And Albert Pike's book, Morals and Dogma, he was a 33rd degree Freemason. He's a Freemason who a lot of these Freemasons look up to. They read his books and they follow his instructions. If you read that book, which I have not, but I've read through enough of it to see the outlines, the mission, and they, in fact, for sure, have planned all this, and it's going according to plan. And it has, like, they in his book, it says that how they need the First World War to go down and who it would involve and what the achievements would be. That's exactly what happened. So did it happened the same way in World War II, and it's going to happen this way. And they want to get rid of all religions. Their whole purpose, their whole end game goal is to bring what people are left to the doctrine of Lucifer. And so those people who are left will worship him. It cannot be done now. It could never be done in any time before. It has to be the culture, and the world has to be in such a state where they are just lost and hopeless, and they're looking for any little bit of hope. And when it is brought to that, basically brought to its knees, then at that time the world might turn to the doctrine of Lucifer. And that's what their goal is. And being how that is, they want to get rid of atheists, they want to get rid of Christians, they want to get rid of Muslims, they want to get rid of all religions, because all those religions are only standing in their way. Even though they made those religions, but they made them to achieve their goals. They were tools used to achieve their goals. And you know what? They know how, they talk about how naive atheists are, and how naive Christians are, and how stupid and idiotic they are. And if you look at it and think about this, the people they are going to have the biggest problem with are those of us who are children of the Most High. You know why? We don't claim religion, first of all, but they will have the hardest time with us because we are critical thinkers. We are independent thinkers. We can think for ourselves. We look for the truth. We're truth seekers. We don't believe in what man says. We know what the heart produces. We don't follow pastors and imams and all this, fathers and priests. We follow the Most High and his instructions, and that is what they do not want on this world. That is what's standing in their way. We are standing in between them and what they want. And guess what? They can't have it. And that is going to drive them nuts. But what they're going to do, because we know that Satan, the dragon, he is the god of this world. He is running this place. And so he is going to launch those fiery darts more rapidly. He is going to eliminate all the other religions that are standing in between us and them. That way he can focus, squarely on us. So what we need to understand is that attack, that battle is coming soon for us. If this fall, like a lot of people are saying, I heard these pharmaceutical bigwigs in these pharmaceutical companies, one was even in Pfizer, who is from the EU, and he has been fired from Pfizer. He said that he believes that by this fall, 70% of those who have taken the jab are going to be dead. Just like I've been saying, just like Abba's been showing me. And whether we know that or not, whether we are aware of that happening or not, it's still going to happen. So a lot of those atheists and Christians and Muslims and those types, they're going to be moved out of the way. It's like playing cutthroat on the pool table. If you've ever played cutthroat, it's three people playing a game of pool, but every man for himself. And say the one guy, you really dislike him and you want to get him out of the game quick. So in order to get him out of the way, the other guy, his balls need to be moved out of the way so you can clearly attack that guy. Well, that is what the enemy is wanting. They want those other people out of our way. That's the only reason they're concerned with them religions. They're not concerned that those religions are going to have any success against them. We, as critical thinkers, as truth seekers, as people that delight and follow the Torah, the truth, we are the ones they are going to have an issue with. And that problem they're trying to take out, and they're going to try to get rid of it fairly soon. And I've been reading about the rollout of the 5th G-Wiz. It is going to be, the one article says that by this fall, the majority of Americans will be affected. They said two-thirds of the country's population will be in 5G zones, areas. They're going to hit that switch, and what's going to happen, what I believe is going to happen, is we'll be left standing, and nothing will probably happen to us. But what's going to happen is all those other people will fall, and then it's going to be us standing, and it'll be so clear for them. They're going to be able to see us more clearly. You understand? There'll be nothing in their way of seeing us now. And once that's the case, they're going to come in, snatch us, haul us to prison, and behead us, just like the scripture says. So I want y'all to be as prepared and equipped as possible. And if you got any kind of information that you can help me with, please send it my way. I want to be prepared too. And like I said, once more, not because I'm scared or because I'm paranoid or because I don't believe or trust in the Most High. I've got all trust in the Most High, the utmost. But I also know that this is a test for us. That's the point of this life. And he wants us to use what he has given us. If we were just going to lay back and let him deal and handle everything, there would be no point in us going through this test. You know, just like he always wanted the Israelites in Scripture to remember who was fighting for him. That's why he didn't want King Daud to take the census. He was going to do the fighting. But just like when he told the Israelites coming out of Egypt, he said, I want you to go into the land that I promise you, flowing with milk and honey, and you are to take out and destroy every one of those people, all them people, their animals and everything. Did he do the fighting for them, or did they do the fighting? He did the fighting. He won the battles for them, but they had to go in and battle. We have to know what's coming at us. We have to engage. And when we do, with the trust, we put our trust in the Most High, He's going to win those battles for us. But if we don't go into the battle, He's not going to pick us up and carry us through the battle and win it for us if we don't want to be engaged, if we don't want to win. We have to have that want to win. And I want to win. I want to get out of this hellhole. I want to know that the dragon and all this filth and perversion and death and sickness, I want to know that it is a memory and it's no more. We have to deal with it no more. But I love y'all, fam. I love you. And if you know anything, you got any information, let me know. But for now, Shabbat, Shalom, Shalom. Peace out. These out.